that is, I think, a pretty pretty clear comparison to Vietnam is the inflation of the numbers and the really just like bald-faced lying. I mean, one of the most, I think, famous I don't know, things, I don't know a better word to describe it, to come out of the Vietnam War is the notorious, like calling everybody you kill VC, putting, every single person, every military age male or underaged male or female or baby or whatever that you kill or don't kill or just imagine becomes another dead body, for, that sort of the McNamara tally there. And it seems like, that is a pretty, clear legacy, not, I wouldn't even say legacy, but an idea that has appeared once again here. And it's just, I mean, what strikes me is so incredible too, is that, like, unlike the 3 years that the South Vietnamese held out, I mean, this, again, like we said, like lasted a couple weeks, and the fall of Kabul it could barely even be termed like, I mean, there didn't seem to be really any fighting whatsoever. I mean, they just basically rolled into the city.
Yeah, just fleeing, running.
And, and there was a picture taken of I think like a Chinook or, some double rotor helicopter over the U.S. embassy, but. And, that's, I think, obviously brought out an emotional resonance for some people, but also, provided a pretty easy, like, oh, look, side by side photograph kind of thing. But I think, with this, it's like, it's almost more orderly in some ways and more disorderly in some ways. I mean, you have the crowds, instead of hanging onto the helicopter, they're hanging onto the plane or just gathered outside the airport. But I mean, it's truly spectacular that they could just roll right back in.
Yeah. And what you were saying about body counts is really interesting too, because the U.S. Army supposedly learned that lesson. I mean, I don't think the U.S. Army ever had a mission in Afghanistan, and they sort of knew that. The upper ranks, who were completely intertwined with the corporations, had a reason to stay because it was an incredibly profitable deal. But I've talked to a lot of American veterans, and some of the people who were in Iraq are willing to say, yeah, Iraq was pretty cool. I never heard anybody say anything good about Afghanistan. But the funny thing is, they had nothing to show. They never came up with any kind of metric, one of their favorite words, that would have any connection to success in Afghanistan. So they started going back to body counts. Like, what do you got? Well, we killed some people.
That's all. That's all the consultants could come up with.
That's for sure.